Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Elizibar. And we got Batman, Curse of the White Knight. Hey, look at that. Book 4. You can see it in that blurry text. This is a great cover. The variant cover is also great. And in another universe, when I was still actually trying to collect things, for being a completionist, I would have totally went for it. Let me flip that over. Alfred just looks so dope on this thing. In fact, at first glance, you might be mistaken for thinking it's like a one shot associated with the miniseries or something if you see it in the store because it's like Alfred, Curse of the White Knight, in real tiny font down here, making Alfred the title of the book. But here, Batman, Curse of the White Knight. And the first couple pages of this are emotionally brutal. Jim Gordon on an operating table, Jim Gordon, Barbara, Jim Gordon, Barbara, Jim, Barbara, Jim, Barbara, Jim, Barbara, back and forth because bad things are absolutely happening. And I like this little bit. Thanks, Dad. Don't tell your mom. She'd be heartbroken if she learned the truth. What's that? That you're not a princess. You're a fighter, like me. And then we juxtapose the two running poses, happier days and the present day. Uh, I don't really need to show you any more of the book. If that emotional stuff didn't really get to you, I don't know what will, man. We get some great stuff with Alfred and Leslie Tompkins. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to show it because I don't want to spoil it. But I want to get to is this part where Barbara's getting ready to go. You don't plan on arresting him. No, I don't. Atta girl. You drive. Finally, someone in this stupid Batman universe that's a good guy. Someone says good guy is finally just going to go kill the bad guy. Why is this so hard? Why is it so hard? You have murdered 27 people in cold blood and enjoyed it. You know what? Just done. No locking them up in Arkham. No mercy. You just take care of the freaking problem. If Batman had done that, you know, the Joker would never have been a problem. But I'm not going to get into that argument because that's going to draw like 500 million trolls into the conversation. It's still nice to see somebody that's a hero, finally realize that, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, if there's one fewer murderer in the world, we'll be better. There's a meme somewhere I saw that's it's like Batman's like, if you kill a murderer, the number of murders in the world hasn't changed, and then Punisher right below it going, that's why I don't kill just one, or why I don't stop at one. Of course, the Punisher lives in an absolutely futile world where that can never have an effect because that's just how it is. Status quo must be maintained in American comics. But in real life, if there was it happened in the 70s, man. Right around the time, I forget if it was right before or right after. Wow, I just blanked on the name. Charles Bronson movie, Death Wish. Thank you, brain. Like right around the time Death Wish came out, there was totally a guy in New York that did that. He's just like some middle-aged guy, and he had enough. And supposedly criminals were scared for a while after that. It's amazing what happens when the sheep turn out to have teeth. Anyway, that's neither here nor there, and that's probably going to get me banned off of YouTube or something. It's a great book with great art. I'm going to fast forward a little bit here to the fight scene. I just want to show Barbara's face right here. Oh, that pain, man. There's lots of great fighting. And Bruce preventing Barbara from pulling the trigger probably just did something bad. And I'm actually kind of mad at Bruce, even more than I was with the original White Knight series, where he was doing things that were dumb. Here, his personal code of honor has not just gotten Jim Gordon killed, but it probably just did something bad to Barbara. And you can probably guess what. I don't need to tell you, because you know about her character at some point in your life before New 52. You knew what Barbara Gordon was doing. It's just absolutely brutal. This isn't Sean Gordon Murphy here is not pulling any punches, and it's a great read, and it gets me a little bit emotionally grrr, at the characters, which that's probably a good thing for a comic book. If you can evoke some kind of emotional response out of people, Good job. There's lots and lots of great stuff in here. Gosh, what do I want to show? I mean, God, just look at Bullock's face right there. Like, I'm trying to avoid showing too much stuff, and you can tell Sean Gordon Murphy is totally a car nut, man. He loves drawing this stuff. Look how lovingly rendered, how detailed the Tumblr is right there. It's gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. Everything about this is great. It's going to make you a little bit mad, which is probably a good thing. It's going to make you ask questions about Batman and what he does, which is probably a good thing. You know, you're going to wonder. You're not just going to sit there passively and accept this as if it was just some other boring issue of Detective Comics where, oh, the Joker just skinned someone alive. Isn't that a funny joke? And then Batman beats his face in and Joker goes back to Arkham Asylum. And then next issue, oh, Joker broke out, and this time he's pulled someone's teeth out of their head and made a crown. Isn't that funny? And then he goes back to Arkham Asylum like, you're not going to get that. This is definitely starting from point A, and it's going to point B. And there are things that are going to happen along the way that are changing everything forever for this Batman. It's irrevocable, you know? I don't think Sean Murphy is the kind of person to be like, oh, magic retcon. You know, these characters in this universe are going to have to live with the decisions that they've made, with the choices they've made, with the consequences of their actions, and that is great, even if it makes me a little bit salty about Batman. Check it out. If you have not gotten into this, you can probably still get into this. When I was in my shop, I think they had like reprints, like second prints of some of the lower numbered issues. So this stuff is still out there, just waiting for you to get it. Do yourself a favor, go get it right now. I mean it. Just leave, stop watching this video, and go purchase the first 5 issues or first 4 issues of this comic book right now. You'll like it, and then be like, yo, shop man, get me number 5. Get me number 5 right now. Right now. And I'd be like, it doesn't come out for another 3 to 4 weeks. And you'll be like, I don't care. And then if you're like really high strung, you'll be like, I'm Batman. And he'll just be like, okay, fine, I will invent a time machine and get the book from the future for you. Because that's the kind of service you should expect from your comic book stores. You all take care of yourselves. You have a great day, great night, great whatever you got going on. I sure hope to see you again next time. Until then, bye-bye. Oh, actually, you know, one complaint. I read this book one time, and the cover is permanently flipped open. One time. It should be like this. This is how it should be. Instead, it's like this. That's my only complaint, this dang cover stock.